Final race at Sha Tin on Sunday is a Class 3, 1,200 metres is the trip. And they are headed by Lucky Moore. Gets barrier 1, beaten favourite last time out behind Super Wealthy. Team Spirit, barrier 2. He likes to roll forward as well. A last start course and distance winner. Shining Gem, a 2-time course and distance winner this season. All in mind. Third last time out behind Good Beauty. Gets the hood on for his for the first time. Meridian Genius, a 2-time course and distance winner this season as well. Grade 1, fifth last time out behind Team Spirit. £7 better off. Pinghai Bravo up in class. The last start winner in Class 4. He jumps from barrier number 4. Beauty and Amigo even, Young Thunder and Grade 1 are the horses that have been up at Chung Prao in the last 30 days. Young Thunder off the bench gets his first start here as well. Now, as far as the speed is concerned, it's horses drawn 1 and 2, Lucky Moore and Team Spirit, who should jump and run, but Team Spirit maybe find the front and Lucky Moore take the set?
Yeah, I think that'll be the case because we know Team Spirit likes to fire along in front. He should set up what should be a good speed in the race. He was able to win last time out leading, but sort of when he gets to this sort of mark, he traditionally does struggle a little bit. Lucky Moore will take the drop on him just behind them. All in Mind should get a nice enough run. This horse here, I doubt they'd want to sit 3 wide with him, so they might be able to try and press forward with the Big Fortune, maybe try and get up outside Team Spirit if he does have enough pace. Shining Gem, he's a course and distance winner, is back there, and the newcomer, Young Thunder, back there as well. Young Thunder, horse number 7. All
right, brings polytrack form from the UK, Young Thunder. So that's the speed, Paul. What about the track work?
Well, first of all, we're going to have a look at Lucky Moore. He should get the perfect run, Lucky Moore, and I thought his track work was very, very good with Zach Purden aboard. He's drawn 1, and he looks really good. So he looks tough to beat here in this contest, does Lucky Moore. You can see him easing down now at the end of the back straight. All in Mind, he's run really well in all 3 starts. I thought he had definite excuses, the second one when he was eased down. And then next time he's come out and run well again. So a nice piece of work from him. He keeps improving, does All in Mind. And Pinghai Bravo, he's looked really good in his 3 starts to date. He's up in grade here, but he's got the lightweight. So he goes nice. He's a big, strong horse as well. Pinghai Bravo, as you can see on screen there.
All right, and we'll have a look at Pinghai Bravo, have a look at that win in a moment or so. But let's start off here. The horses will focus on a Team Spirit out in front. He might occupy that position again as they swing for home on Sunday. The other ones are Grade 1 in the yellow and reds, and African Sky as well, right down the middle. Yeah, Team Spirit, he got all favours in front on this occasion. As I said before, once he sort of gets to these marks of around 80 or not, he does tend to struggle a little bit. Chad Schofield riding the Chris So. Chad's had success aboard the horse before. The other horses that were staying on here, you can see them further out. Grade 1, he was finishing off, I thought, particularly well in the yellow sleeves.
Yeah, he was indeed, and you can see with Team Spirit, he had the sole lead the whole way, and he did actually get those cheap sectionals. I think Big Fortune, as you pointed out in the speed map, will make it a little bit harder for him. All right,
or Lucky Moore as well, yeah. Potentially. All in Mind, Deep Sea was his name when he raced in Australia for Mark Newman. He's made without winning, made a bit of an impact though on his 3 starts so far.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a bad run. Once again, as you mentioned, he's only had the 3 starts so far to date, and look, he had excuses definitely at his second one. He's then ran really nicely here and running 3rd. So, look, I've liked him all 3. They're going to try the hood on him as well. He should get a nice run from barrier number 3. So I think he's one of the major players in the race.
He had won a barrier trial before this last start effort, so it wasn't a bad run. He kept hitting the line A-OK there. It does interest me a little they are putting the hood on him.
All right, that is behind Good Beauty last time out, who dashed up the inside, but he was staying on quite strongly as well, almost got to Starluck as well. So All in Mind, 4th start here, Karis Teat and Tony Cruz from barrier number 3. Next one we can look at is Meridian Genius. Now, he was first up here, that's not him. This is him here, Meridian Genius, the other grey. Ignore that mark there. He was first up for a bit of a break here behind This Is Class, who's come out and won again since.
Yeah, won very impressively again on Wednesday night. Did This Is Class. And this horse here of Tony Millard's was doing his best work late in the piece here. Joe Moreira stays with him. He's got a slightly better barrier draw. He has placed course and distance in the past, but really like the way he attacked the line late here.
Yeah, it was a really nice run from him, I thought. And look, he's one of the players for me in this race. He's quite consistent. He's from his 10 starts, he's run 6 times. He's either won or run 2nd.
Yeah, and Joe was on board on that occasion as well. Joe's had ridden 3 times for a 1st and 2 seconds as well, so he stays on board. So next one is Pinghai Bravo off that last start's win. Again, the form around him, even when he was beaten the start before, looks solid.
Yeah, really solid. He's got beaten by Inner Flame and he's been beaten by Wellington. Both real progressive horses, so no shame about that. Then he's come out and won nicely as well. So look, this horse with the light weight, I think he's quite dangerous and one of the major players in the race.
And horses earlier on in the day, like Judy Star and Jade Phoenix, and even the runner could come out and frank the form earlier. He won with some authority, I thought, on this occasion. Travelled well throughout, just behind the speed, and got to the line nice and strong there, I thought, did Pinghai Bravo.
All right, so into Class 3 here for the first time, but naturally gets the lightweight on his back as well. At this stage, he's definitely in the market at 6.6. Last one we're going to look at is Lucky Moore. It had to work a little bit. That might have been an excuse last time out, but in this trial, it looked like they were trying to teach him to settle a little bit.
It was a strange run, I thought, from him last time out. He was sort of caught wide on the pace, and then he looked like he was going to angle down to the one-off position at about the 550. Maybe he was a little bit close to the horse that was just trailing behind him, and then he had to just shift out a little bit on the turn. But he's won this trial very well. He's been a little bit win or bust, this horse, but when he does win, he looks pretty good, and I thought he looked pretty good in that recent trial there.
Yeah, I agree, Tony. He'll get the perfect run. He did draw 13 in that last run. He's drawn 1 now, so I think he can overcome that last start.
All right, that is Lucky Moore, who is our favourite, Paul, and the one to beat? Yeah,
I've got him on top, Lucky Moore. I think he's a nice progressive horse. He should get the best run in the race. Zach Purton aboard. Now, Pinghai Bravo, as we mentioned, he's a really nice up-and-coming horse. He's had the 3 starts to date, and he's run really well in all 3 with a couple of seconds and a win. I think he can go on with it as well. So he's in there for second. All in Mind keeps improving. The hood goes on him. And then for 4th, Meridian Genius. We saw a really nice run at Happy Valley when he ran second behind This Is Class, who came out and absolutely waltzed on Wednesday night. So 1, 12, 5 and 6 for me, but I think 1 can win the last.
Yeah, I think Lucky Moore is the horse to beat in the final race of the day for Zach Purton and Danny Shum. 3.5, 2.4. He's on top for me from gate number 1. Should get the perfect run. I like Shining Gem in this race at a bit of a price. He's at 15 and 5.3. He's a 2-time course and distance winner back from the 1400 metres. Wide stall is a little bit awkward for him. Pinghai Bravo, number 12, won impressively last time out, stepping up in grade, down in weight. And Meridian Genius on a minor line as well. He's not done too much wrong recently. Joe Moreira and Tony Millard. So 1, 3, 12 and 6.
Yeah, I've gone with Lucky Moore as well, but he was a bit soft last time, I thought, but from Barry 1 shouldn't be too many excuses. We'll see what he can do here. Danny Shum and Zach Purton in the last. Now, stats-wise, we're looking at Tony Cruz, Paul.
Yeah, he's in form at the moment, Tony Cruz. He's looking at his last 9 Sha Tin the day meetings. We're going to take the dirt one out of it. You can see he's had 12 wins, 4 seconds, 9 thirds from his 80 runners. So a good win rate percentage of 15%. Let's have a look at his runners. Beauty Angel there. I thought Circuit Hazard's got his chance. Flying Genius got his chance. I really like Mr. Alden as well. So he's got 3 good ones there. Nuremberg, Helene Leading Stars going okay. Multi-million, one we haven't talked about. He's a bit of a boom or bust horse. And All in Mind, I think, it's a good chance in the last. So I think he's got some good chances to increase that stat.
All right. Can we increase our stats with best bets as well? What do you like here?
Jade Phoenix for me. Joe Moreira aboard. This horse here, he's only had the 3 starts. They're going to put blinkers on for the first time. I think that's the key. I think he can overturn the form of Judy Star, who looks the main danger. But Jade Phoenix there, and then Car Fortune, he's only had the 3 starts, and I think he's just on the improve. Peter Ho's had a bit of a lean time, but I think the stable might be just slowly turning around now with Keith Young aboard. And we'll do the play in Jade Phoenix's race, because I do like Judy Star's chance, and we'll throw in President's Choice as well. So QQP 5, 6, 10.
Righto, I'm with Hot King Prawn in the Class 1 contest. Race 4, number 1, John Size and Joe Moreira. Back to the 1200 metres, big weight though. Reliable team in the 9th race of the day, the Class 2 over 1800 metres. He was at nearly 20 to 1 before. And Beauty Legacy Shifano, reliable team, tied up at a QQP.
All right, we've all got Joe on our best bets, but I get in first with race number 3, so all the roll-up money will ruin your pricing. Canto Prepared, he was best bet for me last time, gets up in trip here. I think we get some compensation. And Winning Delight each way, another one who was a last start winning tip as well. Matthew Chadwick, hopefully we should get about 10 10, maybe 12 to 1 about him. King's Race, my winner, and Encanto prepared the QQP. They're in race number 3. All right, just about done. So we've got the Derby trial and the Sprint as well. Thanks, Fred. We didn't really touch on that. Thanks, Fred. Trying to book his ticket to Dubai as well. It's still potentially on the cards.
Yeah, it's only a few weeks away now. We're Dubai, so he'd have to run really well here for them to go and consider that. But there's a few strong hopes in the race, isn't there?
Yeah, definitely. And don't forget it's an early start because we've got 11 races, so noon is the time for the first.
All right, thanks for the reminder, Paul. That's the show. Thanks for watching. We have Paul, Tom and the rest of the team. Hopefully we'll see you at Sha Tin on Sunday. We will be racing to win.
Good night.